The next question is about dating. Have you ever dated Korean guy?
It's funny because a lot of people, when you say you're Brazilian, they're like samba, soccer.
I would say the Korean girls, have higher standards. So
They're gonna be so tall, they're gonna dress so well. No.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the second part of Brazilians in Korea series. In this video, we're gonna talk about stereotype towards Brazilians, dating with Koreans, and their future plan. I hope you guys enjoy the interviews. Then let's get started. Then the next question is about stereotype. Do you think like Koreans have stereotype towards Brazil or Brazilian people?
the stereotype is quite strong. When I tell to Koreans like I'm Brazilian, like the first reaction is like, wow, samba, 축구, 네이마르, anaconda. Like these kind of things come up. Like some random thing.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of people, when you say you're Brazilian, they're like samba, soccer. It's not bad, it's just that we have this image, everybody thinks we know samba or are good at soccer.
Like for example, when I was learning Korean, there was a chapter of the book that it was Chukje. It's like festivals, and the teacher was like, "Oh, Brazil, carnival." And then she invited me to samba, and I was like, "I don't know how to samba." She's like, "She's going to samba," and I was like, "No, I don't know how to samba."
Samba.
Yes,
Yeah.
and football as well. They expect all the guys to be really good at soccer. They say that the girls really pretty from Brazil, but they don't know. Like for example, if we speak Portuguese, they don't know our flag. They don't know those details. They really know like the very popular stereotypes.
It's fun to hear, like it's quite good. They like Brazil and everything. But they have this impression that all Brazilians are very energetic, are very like passionate and always like partying and things. I wish I was like this, but sometimes let's say I'm just talking serious or I'm just like chilling. I'm not that guy who hang out a lot. So I feel some like a misleading when this thing comes. Then I have to explain like what I do in Korea.
The next question is about dating. Have you ever dated Korean guy?
I've been on dates with Korean guys, but I never entered a relationship with any Korean guy.
Then how was the dating experience? How is it different from dating with Brazilians?
I think the Korean guys are definitely more dry.
Dry.
Yeah, like for example, if you're going out with a Brazilian guy and they are usually very talkative, they make a lot of jokes, they touch like your hand when you arrive, like you hug each other, and the Korean guys are more like shy in a sense, and sometimes like I didn't want it to make jokes because they also don't show much reaction, so I'm like, am I being funny or not? Like it's kind of awkward honestly when you go out with dates with Koreans.
I saw the pictures on your Instagram, like you're with your girlfriend, right? So
Yeah.
is she Korean?
Yeah, she's Korean.
What do you think is the differences between dating Brazilian woman and Korean woman? Yeah.
Both of them are quite hard. They're not easy. I would say the Korean girls, have higher standards. Then it comes also the stereotype thing. Like I have to prove them that I came Korea to like work hard, to study, and I'm serious person. So after this, they start to like trust me more, and things start to work better. And the standards are also related to like looking. Like they have higher standards for like dressing or for taking care of like the face and the body. Brazilians are, of course, if you take care of yourself, it's good. If you're good looking, everything, but it's not that mandatory. I also learn a lot of manners in Korea. We don't learn the way Koreans do in Brazil. So I also learn like always to be a gentleman, like when going to the restaurant, always considering each other more than I used to be before.
Maybe another thing that I noticed is that when I arrived, I definitely saw that my white friends got much more attention and started relationships faster than me and my non-white friends as well. So I think that's one thing to notice. And I think that's because the Koreans are still very traditional and they still have like this beauty standard, whereas like the pale skin and like white, they will say, I don't have a problem with dating a foreigner, but then they have like the categories of foreigners that they would date. Yeah, I think that kind of makes me a little bit with Korean guys because I don't like to feel that that I have to be constantly proving my worth because I'm not white to a guy, you know. Also, another thing that some girls get disappointed because they come to Korea with this expectation that the guys are going to be just like the K-dramas. They're gonna hold the door for you. First of all, they do not hold the door for anyone. They slam the door on you. You have to hold it yourself. And like, oh, they're gonna open the umbrella for me. They're gonna be so kind. And so it's just a fantasy. Girls do not expect any of this. They're gonna be so tall. They're gonna dress so well. No.
It's just a fantasy.
Yeah, it's just a fantasy. Like, just don't come expecting a fairy tale like that because they're just normal person. They are not idol or something like this.
Oh yeah. The next question is, what is your future plan? Are you going to stay in Korea and work, or go back to Brazil?
For now, I would like to stay in Korea for a little bit more. Not forever. Like it can happen, of course, but it's not my plan. For now, I'm already used to, and things are going well, and I'm keep learning a lot and growing. So for now, it's good. But in the future, if there is any like good opportunity, like any country, like there's high life quality, then I see no problems like moving to another place. Don't need to be Brazil, can be anywhere. Like job opportunity is good and life quality is good. Like why not?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good question. I would also like to know the answer. I don't really know what I'm gonna do because I want to finish my master degree here, and I do like living in Korea. So if a job opportunity in my area would come up, I think I would say yes. But I also want to live somewhere else for a little bit as well. I would like to live in the US for a while. I would like to experience life in other countries. And I already have my experience with Korea. So I don't think I would limit myself to staying here, at least not forever, maybe for a while.
So now you have permanent visa. So
Yes.
do you want to stay in Korea in the future?
Yes, I want to stay in Korea in the future. That's why I got the permanent visa. But since I came to study here, I liked Korea when I came here for the first time. Then I went back to Brazil and graduated and came back for my master's. And because I liked it so much, I just decided I wanted to live here.
Lastly, do you have anything you want to say to Brazilians who want to come to Korea?
I would say come. It's very fun. I really like Korea. There is a lot of things to do here. They really like Brazilians as well. And just be aware, don't fantasize too much. It's like not a perfect utopia. It's a country with problems like any other country. The guys are not from the dramas, okay? If you worry about finding Brazilians here, don't worry, there is many Brazilians. I'm sure you can make your own community and you will not feel lonely. There is many Latinos as well. And yeah, it's really fun, guys. I hope you get to come to Korea one day and experience for yourself.
Oh yeah. Could you say in Korean?
In Korean. 한국에 오고 싶으면 그냥 열심히 하고 화이팅 하세요.
안녕하세요, 브라질 친구들. 다 열심히 준비하고 한국에 올 때 제가 연락하고 같이 한번 좋은 시간 보냅시다. 네, 그냥 열심히 하고 다 잘 될 것 같아요. 네.
Okay then, thank you so much for the interview today. It was very interesting.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank